God is with us every day, loving us in every way. God lives in you and me. We are one family. We are one family. We are one family.
Our gospel question is, if someone starts to be mean, what does God do?
Sometimes people do things that are mean or that hurt others. Does God care? Let's listen to what's inside of God's heart for those who are sad or hurting.
But Zion said, "The Lord has forsaken me, my Lord has forgotten me. Can a woman forget her nursing child, or show no compassion for the child of her womb? Even these may forget, yet I will not forget you."
I need 2 volunteers. Drew, you want to come up? Mary, why don't you come up? Right here. Okay. Once there was a young man who was getting meaner and meaner. And one day, he saw somebody else to whom he could be mean. And he decided he would be mean to her. Now the question is, what do you think God does at a time like this? I'll show you what I think God doesn't do. What God doesn't do is God doesn't grab the bat to stop someone's hand. If somebody starts to hurt somebody else, God won't ever force us. God will never force us to do anything. So what is God doing? When somebody starts to be mean, I think that God is doing this. Oh, please don't hurt her. I love her. She's so precious to me. I never want her to be hurt. Maybe the person would hear and turn away and decide to be loving, and God would be so happy. But people are free, and maybe he would still be mean. And then what is God doing? Then God's nudging our hearts, saying, she needs help. Could you help her? I think you know that voice. You know what that sounds like. You felt God nudge your heart before to have you help somebody. And maybe some will, and maybe some won't. But God's not done. Suppose she does get hurt. Then what is God doing? Then I think God's right there saying, I am so sorry that anybody hurt you. You matter so much to me, and I love you now, and I will love you forever, in this world, in the next. Forever. And you might think, well, God's done. But God isn't done yet. God says, I'm not finished with you. You know what you did was wrong. If you were sorry and you promised never to hurt anybody again, and you tried to make it up the best you could, and you used your strength to help others, that's what I would want. I would so forgive you and give you a chance to begin again. What do you think? When someone starts to be mean, I think that is what God is doing. Let's chat with Big Al about this. Well, how are you, buddy? Good, man. Why? Johnny, what did Johnny do? Ooh, sorry to hear that. That's not nice, is it? Uh-oh, Big Al. I see what you're thinking to do. We've talked about that before. Bigel, I've got an idea. What? I would like you to look over there. What do you see, Bigel? Cross. Do you know who that is on there? Bigel, that's Jesus. Whoa. Clobber. No. He didn't clobber. He forgave. Whoa. Died? Yes, Bigel, he died there. Why? He died for me. He died for you. Me? He died for you. Whoa, why? Well, Bigel, he wanted us to know that we never suffer or die alone, and to show us how to stay true no matter what. What do you think? Oh, Bigel, I'm glad that you put that. I'm glad that you put that down. Remember, when you looked at it, helped you remember. You could kind of hear God, couldn't you? Yeah. I know, Bigel, when we remember how much He loves us, that Jesus even died for us, it'll help us stay true and to know that we never suffer or die alone. Let's pray. Let's pray. Good idea. Dear Jesus, we need you so much. Help us to hear you. Help us to be like you. Amen.